Oh man, y'all some old heads because y'all not accepting us. Y'all saying we whack. Y'all some old heads. Boy, please. Okay, first shout out to the dudes at Dead in Hip Hop. They don't know who I am, but I definitely know who they are. Been watching their videos for a minute. But anyway, they had a topic that said, is hip hop in a good place? Which inspired me to have my own discussion, have my own opinion, and say what I would like to say. And I'm going to do that right now. Look, man, I don't really have no structure for this, but we just gonna dive right into it and see where we go. Alright, so Lil Yachty, you know, Ronald McDonald Dreads boy. This young little boy told Complex Magazine that he does not even know 5 Biggie songs or 5 Tupac songs. And social media went nuts. They was like, how you become a rapper and you don't even know who came before you? You don't know 5 Tupac songs, which Tupac is one of the greats. Biggie, who is also one of the greats, and my favorite, of course. But they say, little dude, little man, bruh, how you not know 5 songs for the greats, man? And you a rapper. But it makes sense, though. Check this out. Because Lil Yachty is what, 18, 19 years old? At what point did he even grow up on Biggie or Tupac? At what point? So we can't throw that on him because, I mean, all right, check this out. To be a rapper, you don't need education, you don't need a degree, you don't need no kind of certificate, you don't need no units, you don't need nothing because it's not that kind of profession. So to be a rapper, all you need to do is put out something that's hot and have people attracted to it. Okay? That's all you need to do. That's it. You don't need to do nothing else. Okay? So, with that said, why do you think this little dude, this little boy, would think he needs to go back and research some of the greats? And you got Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi like, oh man, y'all some old heads because y'all not accepting us. Y'all saying we whack. Y'all some old heads. Boy, please, man. It's not even like that. The simple fact is, when you have a platform like you guys do, it's going to be judged. Everybody does not have to like your music, okay? There's a lot of older hip-hop fans like me that, you know, I rock with some of the new dudes. Radio, internet, YouTube Underground, all that. But there's a lot of dudes that I just don't like. And I'm going to say it. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not just going to like you just because you came out and you new and you hot and you got a following and you got a fan base and you think you spitting hot fire over some beats, some trap beats. Nah, that's not how it works, man. You feel what I'm saying? So check this out, though. Check this out. Okay, like I was saying before, you know, there is no prerequisite, if I'm saying the word right, don't clown me if I'm not saying it right, to become a hip-hop star or a rapper. There is none for it, okay? So when, you know, older hip-hop fans like me come to younger hip-hop fans or younger inspiring hip-hop artists, and I say, bruh, you go check out, you know, go check out Big. Go check out Pac. Go check out some old Jay-Z. Go check out the college dropout that Kanye dropped 2004. Go check out some Master P. One of the originators that opened the door for that trap sound, for that southern gangster. You know what I'm saying? Go check out Scarface. Go check out some Outkast. You know what I'm saying? Even if I tell you to go check out Lil Bow Wow. Even if I tell you to go check him out. Youngsters, this is all you got to do. Get your phone, because all you guys got phones. Don't tell me you ain't got no phone. YouTube. I'm like, bruh, check out some old Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, okay? Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. There we go. Ta-da! Y'all see that? All that Jay-Z right there. All that Jay-Z. Easy. Just a few clicks, you get all this Jay-Z on here. So what is the excuse that you youngsters have talking about Well, I didn't grow up on no Big Pun. I didn't grow up on Reasonable Doubt. You don't have to grow up on something. You're in the internet age. All you have to do, pick up your phone, go to YouTube, go to Google, you know what I'm saying? And just put in that artist and check them out. There is no excuse why you cannot be a little bit educated on what came before you. Talk about the 90s a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? So check this out, okay? Because the excuse everybody has, but 90s, all it was boom bap. Boom bap. That's all y'all did. That's all, man. Nah. It was not all boom bap. Are you telling me the Bad Boy sound was boom bap? No. When Timbaland came out, that wasn't boom bap. No. Beats by the Pound with No Limit wasn't boom bap. Manny Fresh wasn't boom bap. No. So it wasn't all boom bap, okay? So, let's talk about from 1990 all the way to 1999. Okay? Let's talk about the balance of sounds that went on in the 90s, okay? We can start off with the MC Hammer era, Vanilla Ice era that started in 1990, up until 1991, which was very pop orientated, which we can accept that, man. It did have a real pop orientated sound to where, you know, you can say it was whack. You can say it was dope. You can have your own opinion on it. I thought Hammer was ill. Not just the rapping, but the performance. You know what I'm saying? Vanilla Ice, you know. But let's look at that. Now look at the mid-90s. When we look at, you know, when Tupac got a little bit bigger from where he was in the early 90s. We got to what is considered to be the East Coast, West Coast beef, the G-Funk era, the East Coast sound. You know what I'm saying? We got the G-Funk, Snoop, Dre, Dogg Pound, Warren G, Nate Dogg, DJ Quick. You know what I'm saying? You know, then we had that East Coast sound. You know, we had that Craig Mack, we had Biggie, Mobb Deep, Nas. You know what I'm saying? Just to name a few. You know, that's just the ones just to name a few. And then in the 90s, early 90s, we had that post New Jack Swing / you know, Digital Planet, Tribe Called Quest, Brand Nubian. We had that little era, that little backpack / Afrocentric / sound that they had, which was all balanced in the mainstream along with the MC Hammers, the Criss Crosses. You know what I'm saying? So there was a balance there. Okay? Mid-90s had a big balance as well. And we had our Titans come out of the mid-90s. We had a Tupac. We had Biggie. You know what I'm saying? And the 90s wasn't just about Tupac and Biggie. Some people say, oh, well, you guys had Tupac. All you did was have Biggie. Nah, man, we had so many dope artists. I can't even get into it right now. Do I have to say Method Man? Do I have to say Redman? Do I have to say Keith Murray? Which were really dope at that time, ahead of their time, at that moment. And then, not only that, let's get to the later of the 90s. After the death of two of our greats. Let's get into the era where Puffy was running it, when Mace was running it. That wasn't no boom bap. They were taking disco music. They were taking old 70s soul music, and they were sampling, mixing it together with the Hitmen, and making hits, making remixes that were bumping, that were dope. We go into the, you know, the low, no limit era. You know, a little bit of the Cash Money era. See what I'm saying? And then, you know, you had, you know, Rough Riders coming out of that late 90s. You know, you had Busta Rhymes climbing the ladder, being even bigger. You had Jay-Z, Hard Knock Life, even bigger than that. So, what I'm trying to say is, each little era of the 90s had a good balance of sound, of music, of different auras from different places, bringing in what they needed to bring into the game. Look at today a little bit. Let's see what today is bringing. Trap music.
Trap music. Trap music.
Over here with trap music, R&B trap music, mainstream trap music, trap, mumbling, fumbling melodies. Everybody's regurgitating and using the same sounds back and forth over and over and over, beating the dead horse. And then people get upset at the older hip-hop fans because they say, you're not accepting. You want boom bap. We want a balance of music. We want a balance of sounds. We want a balance so that every hip-hop fan, every music lover can be happy. That's all we want. We want something different all at the same time. Ain't nothing wrong with trap music. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I loved it when T.I. was doing it. Jeezy was doing it. But when every song after the next song sounds the same, then there is a problem. Okay? And I'm talking about mainstream. The Migos make a song, Young Thug makes a song, and at the same time they start sounding the same. Yeah, I know they both have different melodies, but at the same time they just start sounding the same back to back. Tell a DJ to put on a Migos song and a Young Thug song, and it's going to sound similar. Am I right or am I wrong about that? Some of y'all going to say, nah, man, they're completely different. They're completely different. Nah, man, what are you talking about? I'm talking about that they sound the same. I think I'm right about that. And another thing, okay, let me get on this. Because everybody said, oh, there's so many dope artists out there, man. You got Kendrick, you got J. Cole, you got, Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa, Nipsey Hussle, YG. You know what I'm saying? Just to name a few. I ain't gonna name everybody. Denzel Curry, another one. That's just to name a few, you know? My boy from the Bay, I don't know why I forgot his name. HBK Gang. I forgot his name, y'all. Don't get mad, but I forgot his name right now. I don't know why. But you got a legion of those rappers who are not making it to the radio as much as the Migos and the Young Thugs and the 2 Chainz and a couple of other people, the Drakes. I'm saying, you got J. Cole, you got Kendrick, who, are critically acclaimed and have amazing album sales. We have those dudes. Chance the Rapper. Don't think he's been on the radio, but his following is amazing. Another one, Logic, whose following is amazing, critically acclaimed artist. You got somebody like a G-Eazy, whose following is just larger than life. But some of these dudes don't have those radio hits. But I thought they were just so dope. The reason for that is, what's that called? That's the dab. If you ain't doing the dab like Designer, if you ain't running around on stage doing all this and that, then for some reason you're not entertaining enough and you're stuck with the YouTube following, you're stuck with a certain type of fan base, you're stuck not able to make it to the radio. And it shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't have to come out and be entertaining and be on memes and be all over Twitter and be all over Instagram to have radio play and being able for the world to hear. Because hip hop is judged off of mainstream. Let's just be real here. Let's just be real, okay? The average person that wants to find out about hip hop is gonna turn on their radio, right? Am I right? They're going to turn on their radio. They're going to turn to whatever station locally that has hip-hop on it. Okay? They're not going to start digging through crates. They're not going to go on their phone and go on SoundCloud and YouTube. What's the latest artist? No, they're not doing that. They're going on the radio. That's easier. Okay? So that's how hip-hop is judged to the world, is from what's on the radio. Right? So, if certain artists that are considered to be dope, that are considered to be real hip-hop, and they never make it to the radio, then how can we expand and grow as a culture if only one sound, one type of rapper is only making it to that mainstream and making it to the radio? That's where it goes back to balance. There needs to be a balance of music being displayed in the mainstream. There needs to be. There does not need to only be one sound. You have artists that have to change their sound in order to get a single. It shouldn't even be that way, man. It should be the other way around. You have a hot song, you have a dope song. You can get some radio play if you push it. If you talk to the DJs. If you make those relationships. There's artists, not knocking on Trinidad James, but Trinidad James, you know, I'm a fan of his. I like Trinidad. But how long did it take him to make it? What, 6, 7, 8 months? Why? Because he put out a song called All Gold Everything. He had the visuals. They were crazy. We was clowning. It was all over social media. We was calling him Jerome. Alright? Then you have somebody like Big Crit, who's been around so long, that still doesn't have a song on the radio. Why? Because he's not running around, you know, with the goons. He's not running around, you know, doing the dab. You know, he's not doing all that. And he doesn't get enough radio play. It's like you have to lower your standards to make it to a certain point in the hip-hop world, in your hip-hop career. And that's a problem for this generation. Not to say that the generation is in a bad place, because the generation has so many great artists that are just waiting on the sidelines, waiting to jump in the game and play the game, man. It would be so cool to have 2 Chance the Rapper songs on rotation in my area. You know what I'm saying? That'll be awesome. But we don't have that because we got 40, 50, 60 Future songs that all sound the same on the radio. We got 2,500 Migos songs. We got 30 Young Thug songs. We got 50 billion quadrillion Drake songs where he's singing and rapping, which is not bad because Drake's an amazing artist. But I mean, come on now, man. Need to work that out. If these artists are so dope, we need to put our effort in to pushing these artists to a certain point to where we're not supporting other music so much that we're trying our best to get these other artists on this platform so that they can make the music and get to where they're going, where they want to be. Because I know, every artist, I don't care what underground artist tells you, I don't want to never be on the radio, I'll never sell out. Just because you're on the radio does not mean you're selling out, man. That's not what it means. It means that artists have a dream. I think every single artist, I'm an artist too, but I think every single artist wants to be on the radio. They want to be able to turn their song on the radio and be like, ooh, that's me. Every artist wants to do that. I don't care what the artist says. I don't care how much pride and integrity that they have. You know, they want to be on the radio. But it's like a losing battle if you don't sound a certain way. And it's part of the hustle as well too. Because a lot of artists hustle a little more than other artists. You know, some are satisfied with the fan base that's going strong for them and supporting them, buying their records. You know, giving them hundreds of millions of views every video that they drop, which is amazing. But I know that artist wants to be on the radio. And what's stopping them from getting to that certain point is what? Hey, yo, I didn't even mean to rant. I didn't mean to go off a little tangent. I honestly didn't. But amazing artists that we have, like I said, on the sidelines. They need to be in the game. I'm not mad at the little Uzis, the Young Thugs, the little Yachties. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, for the young generation, they're doing something right. Something that they're displaying that the younger generation is relating to. That they're feeling. That they are agreeing with within themselves to be hardcore fans for it. And you cannot hate on that. But it's not hate when you're not a fan of them. It's not hate. It's just that you particularly don't like that artist. And I have nothing against their hustle and what they're doing. But just because they're coming off as a hot artist does not mean that they're the best artist. Does not mean that there's not other artists that can, that balance could happen. Because there just has to be a balance, man. Just can't be one sound. Just can't be one type of rapping. That fumbling, mumbling sound does not have to be the only sound in the game. Doesn't have to be. Alright, man. Like and subscribe. I got to get up out of here, man. I got to go get me something to eat. Give y'all the double peace. Let's keep this hip-hop culture alive, y'all. Peace.